we are ready to put cap on this wall. So we'll show you the process, how we do it. We don't use a string, we just put those hummers on there and we'll show you how we're going to do it. Okay, these caps, they have a smooth side and a rough side. This is the smooth, this is the rough. I'll put one side by side here. Okay, so that's a smooth one and a rough one. They're not a ton of difference, but it is a difference. So what I usually do to decide which side to put it on, is I'll put the smooth side on the side of that whoever purchases the wall, that's the side we put the smooth side towards. It does look a little bit nicer. We have a piece of wood that we pulled off of a pallet. It's pretty straight, so we just use something like that, or else a level that we don't want to, that we can pound on. So just an old level that isn't working real good or something, we just use it as a straight edge. So in this case we're going to try this pallet board out, 3/4 of an inch thick, almost 4 feet long. Okay, the way that you get your lengths on your caps, for your caps up here, is you're gonna have 2 6-inchers on here. So they're gonna hang over about real close to about 1 1/8 inches. They'll be hanging over about 1 1/8 inches on each side when you put them together. Here, I'll grab a couple of them. Okay, so they're hanging over about 1 inch on each side. So what you do when you're measuring for this size of where you want your caps to be is you come down here, you go down 1 row, because your cap is the next layout. So come down 1 row, and I'm at 14 1/2. So I'm minus that inch that's right there. And then I also want a joint, so I minus 3/8 as well. So you want to hold your 3/8 back. And then we was at 14 1/2. So we want to hold it basically 1 3/8 inches. So that'd be 13 1/8 is what size our cap needs to be. So you just measure off your row below and it works pretty good. That's on this side of the column. When you're doing it on the end, like in here, so what you do is you hold it 3/8 back from the column, and then you come over here, and it's tongue and groove, so you go from center to 1/8, 3/16 back, so you'd be about 14, and I'd go 14 1/4 on this one. So that's the size that you're going to need for your cap piece. So you just simply go down 1 and measure this off of the column block, holding it back 3/8 here, and then give yourself a 3/8 joint for this. And then when you're cutting your caps, it's pretty critical that when you're cutting them, like this 3-inch piece is for right over there. So we got this 3-inch piece right here, and you gotta, when you're cutting, you cut clear through the face, then you cut clear through on this side as well, before you cut through the whole stone, the whole cap. Because if you just take your saw and you just cut it, most of the time right down here, it'll just either leave a chunk on there and take a piece off one side, or else it'll break off on the other piece. So if you cut through first here, and then on this side cut clear through, and then take the middle and finish it off, then you won't have broken edges at the edge of your cuts. wanted to show how we're stacking these. So we count from the edge, 1, 2, 3, 4. On this one we did 5. So then you stack 5 caps. Leave yourself that room to work with your mortar. So you're gonna be 5 behind at the end. So then you count another 1, 2, 3, 4. Stack 4 more. Make sure the smooth side is pointing toward you, so all you gotta do is grab it and throw it against the wall. This one right here, this is the rough side, these are the smooth up here, so that one needs flipped. So if you put them all the right way, it's just a lot faster. So you count 4 more, stack another 4, and then right here what we usually do is we throw 2 of them on the ground down here where they can cut them for these 2 cuts, for this side of the column, for this side of the column. And then that's the cut right there, that's the other cut one. These 2 are for this column, and then you count again. You already got this one, so you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you stack 4 more there. So on all the way down to the end of the wall. That way you have exactly enough caps. You don't spread too many. When you're done, you don't have to go back and gather up a bunch of pieces. So we threw those 2 down here. There's the scrap pieces he cut off of them. There's the 2 cuts up on the wall, positioned in place. And that's how you do it as you go. Works pretty good when you just organize it like that. We do stacks of 4 because it's about the right length to lay 4 block, and then you need to straighten them by then. So it works out that way, and it's not very heavy to carry 4 of them. want to stick your head down here inside this. Make sure everything's lining up. Looking pretty good. A little too wet to walk on that section.